Hi, I'm LP, and you're watching Bobby Me.
So first of all, I would like to welcome you back to the Baltic States. It's great to have you.
Yes. Thank you very much. I'm excited to be back.
I was wondering, do you have some sort of, I don't know, maybe routine or ritual that you do before the shows to be focused, except the sound check, of course?
Yes, I warm up my voice. I do scales, and I do yoga, and I sometimes, I either do it in the morning or right before the show. I steam my voice. It's a little personal steamer. You just like breathe into it, and yeah, it depends. I just try to calm down. Sometimes meditate a little bit. It depends. And sometimes I find myself on stage like, wow, how did I get here? Like, whoops. It's interesting.
When you perform, is there something when you look at the audience, something that you look for? Maybe you catch somebody's eye. Maybe that's something that you remember that.
Yeah, I mean, all the time. I'm always looking at people and always like, just seeing them smile and just like hoping like and trying to enjoy it with them. Like see something that we just like kind of share and just make them feel like I'm acknowledging that they're there, and I'm very grateful that they're there, and I'm happy that they're there, and I want them to have a good time.
I was wondering, for you as a songwriter, has it ever been that you hear a song and you're like, man, I wish I had wrote that. It's so good.
Of course, all the time, yeah.
There's any specific song?
Gosh, there's so many. I mean, I wish I wrote Bohemian Rhapsody, I mean, God, I mean, so many beautiful songs. Now you put me on the spot. I can't really think.
Maybe something that lately caught your ear, like, oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, I mean, right now, gosh, that's also putting me on the spot. I mean, if only I could think that fast. I was just listening to Leonard Cohen, and I was thinking. He has this like famous Blue Raincoat and this other song, If That's What You Want, and I was just like, wow, some of the words I just like made me like gasp, laugh out loud. I was like, holy crap, yeah.
Before you started performing yourself, you were mostly a songwriter, and I've read that at first you were like kind of resistant to perform yourself on stage. What was that thing that made you change your mind and go all into performing?
I think, because I had done it, that's why I kind of didn't want to go back again. I felt like, I'd done my best, truly, like I thought I did, and I always try to. But I think I got new management, and they were very kind of complimentary and really believed in me. I feel like the business can really take it out of you as far as like people not believing, and I've had many record deals, 7 in the States alone, and it's very devastating when you're an artist and someone says no or like drops you or takes the power away from you to reach people. It's really deeply affects you, and so but with these managers that became like some of my best friends, they really encouraged me to try again. And I think like everybody needs that, everybody needs to have that person that's like standing behind them, and so I attribute it to that, and to luck, and just like the ukulele opened up my heart to just simpler things, and just songs like it kind of spoke to me in a way that was very soul replenishing, I guess. I don't know, weird phrase, but it really did. It got me back into like just what mattered, just like words and music and just emotion.
If you could go back in time and talk to your younger self and give an advice, what would it be, or what would be the specific moment you would go back?
I would try to say, don't force things. Don't try to, because I think when you get so hell bent on making something happen at a certain time when you want it, you are kind of dismantling the future for yourself. The future is coming together for you, and you just like, work and keep, trying to create and do your thing. And I think when you want it at a certain time in a certain place, you do yourself a disservice. I think you can just like maybe relax a little bit. I tell myself to relax.
And let things happen.
Yeah, exactly. And when people say that, I mean, that's like, my ship tattoo. When people ask me what it's about when I finally was like, okay, it is the journey. Fine. Okay. It was like a moment for me.
You have Italian roots. Do you speak Italian yourself?
I don't, unfortunately. That's my list. My number one thing to learn is Italian. Yeah.
So you have thought maybe of exploring that part of yourself and maybe creating a song in Italian?
Oh, I would love to. I mean, that would be lovely. I mean, if I can get, good enough, that would be great. I don't want to insult Italians by writing something really crude and lame,
I don't believe you could do that. And you're on tour right now, and you're spending a lot of times on the road touring around. When the tour is over, what is the thing that you need to do? Is it just take a break and relax, or you just take
and sit on the porch and watch the sunset? I don't, I just try to like clear my head and enjoy what I've done. I mean, I should do it more. I didn't really relax when I went home. I just was home for like 2 months, and all I did was write my new record and run around like a maniac and move houses but I tried to absorb it and enjoy it. I mean, that's an art form, I think, like learning to enjoy a moment. So I try.
And if you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
I mean, just the violence against people, against women and children and people in general. I would try to make that as minimal as possible.